general power rankings?
Wow, well, they're not in the top four. They're definitely not that, but things change weekly. Oklahoma was in the top four a week ago. They got knocked out. So it's a fluid situation, as I expected it to be. It's not easy for anybody, and even Alabama. I mean, it seems easy so far, but a lot of football left to be played. So, they're out of the top four, but there are a lot of teams now, who are making the climb, and some teams are starting to falter.
Can Michigan still win the national championship in your eyes?
If they win out, they have a shot. They got a shot. I mean, they got a lot of work ahead. We make these predictions sight unseen, beginning of the season, just like polls. They probably shouldn't exist before you see, 5 or 6 games. But it is what it is because, you look at the team, what they have coming back, and look at the schedule, and then, I'm a guy who just likes to think outside the box. If everyone picked Alabama at the beginning of the season, what fun is it? You know what I mean? So they still got a chance to do something special.
How special is it for you to come here on game day?
Wow. I tell you what, just coming to Ann Arbor, period, it just it re-energizes my soul. It really does. I love coming to Ann Arbor. It's just a great campus, wonderful people. You guys I appreciate the fall weather. I really do. Yeah, nice and crisp. Great football weather. So it's tremendous to coming back here. It really is.
Why do you think Michigan has struggled to win these types of games?
I think it just depends. I mean, did they struggle? Some things were fluke, when they play. I guess with Michigan State, a couple of years ago, the punt, would that be considered one of these type of games? It's like you outplay a team for the whole game except the last, I don't know, what was it, 10 seconds, 9, whatever the case may be. So it's different situations. You just can't say this is why they struggle. I can't put them all in one basket. I understand the question, but there's no real good answer to that question.
Desmond, what did you see out of Wisconsin?
I mean, Wisconsin's Wisconsin. They're exactly what you expect them to be. Really big and stout up front. Take a lot of pride in their offensive line and defensive line too. Excellent running back. They're just who they've always been. They're gonna, run the ball. Some off tackle, but for the most part, power in between the tackles. And they got a running back who's a home run hitter. So once he hits a crease, he can go the distance. And I don't think they've had, even though they've been a running, outfit running program, they haven't had that type of element in their running game before. They've had really good running backs, but not a guy who can just go the distance anytime he touches the ball, hits a crease.
Reese spoke pretty strongly about the importance of this game for the program, I guess. How important do you think it is?
It's important. I don't overemphasize the importance of it. Yeah. But it's just important.
Desmond, Reese said you don't take him to any of your favorite spots.
I can't hear you.
Reese said you don't take him to any of your favorite spots here in Ann Arbor. What are those favorite?
No, that's because I got my sons with me, and so I take them to the spots. I like Mediterranean, one of my favorite restaurants. Yeah.
Zingerman's?
Actually, I went there last night and had dinner. Fantastic food. You guys should try it out. Yeah, I like the halloumi cheese. I don't eat a lot of cheese because I try to watch my cholesterol as a black man. But they got this grilled halloumi cheese that is probably the only cheese I would eat all year.
Desmond, you said being in Ann Arbor re-energizes your soul. You spoke to the basketball teams yesterday.
I did, yeah.
What do you get out of that kind of exchange, and what do you think of what John Beilein has done here?
Well, I mean, Beilein has done just an outstanding job. I mean, he's a tremendous head coach. I just love what he brings to the basketball program, and it's always just a treat watching, his teams do what they do. He's a master at getting his teams to peak at the right time, and that's what's important in sports. Any sport when you try to go towards a championship, you got to peak at the right time. It was a lot of fun. We got a chance to talk to the women's basketball team, and we support all sports. I love watching the softball team, and I love it. I took my boys to a game a couple of years ago. Hush does a tremendous job, and so it's always just an honor though for me to be able to just try to give some sort of message to the student athletes here. As a former one, I just feel like it's kind of like my duty to do that, and I really enjoy it. I loved it. And I just hope I said something that that resonates with them that they can carry with them, you know, throughout the season and beyond college.
Do you get surprised each and every week when you see the crowds out here? You guys get the ratings for how big this show is. Is it almost a situation where you pinch yourself every season as you enter and see just, man, I'm a part of something really big?
Well, I do understand I'm a part of something really big. I really do, and I've been blessed with that. But then there comes the challenge, you know what I mean? Like each year is a bigger challenge for us to like top last year. So I don't get caught up in, man, this is great, because now I know I have to outdo what we did a year ago, you know, and so it just drives me to go harder and to, you know, try to perfect my craft even more.
How do you do that? You watch film like you're a former player?
You definitely watch film,
Yeah.
but you know, you talk to people, you have conversations with people who like, you know, cover the team, you know, for like the local media or like local broadcasts. You talk to people who are dialed in, and you know, you start building those relationships, and you just, you know, you stay on top of your game.
Desmond, what's your assessment of